ES Audio.
Hello, I'm Mark Blunden, and this is the Evening Standard's Tech and Science Daily. Coming up, a super telescope set to reveal our galaxy in unprecedented detail. But first, Google is again delaying switching off third-party privacy tracking cookies on its Chrome internet browser by next year and has instead pushed back its plans until 2024. The search giant says it's doing more testing on its cookie-crunching tech called Privacy Sandbox before phasing out the little browser trackers embedded into Chrome. Does the slowdown in getting rid of third-party cookies have anything to do with money? Maybe, as they are crucial for tracking users for targeted advertising. Google had initially planned Privacy Sandbox for this year, but while trials are scheduled soon, the web giant says its ecosystem, as it describes it, is not yet ready. Now, Brazilian twins who were joined at the head have been successfully separated with help of a British neurosurgeon and virtual reality tech, and they're now recovering from the operation. Bernardo and Arthur Lima, who were born with fused brains, underwent several operations in Rio de Janeiro. With direction from Great Ormond Street Hospital paediatric surgeon Nur Uwais Jelani and his charity Gemini Untwined. The 3-year-olds had 7 surgical procedures involving more than 27 hours of operating time in the final operation alone, and almost 100 medical staff. And in a world first, surgeons in separate countries wore headsets to enable them to operate in the same VR room together. Next, China says debris from a rocket booster that powered the country's new space station into orbit has plunged into the sea off the Philippines. According to the China Manned Space Agency, much of the Long March 5B rocket's final stage burned up after entering the atmosphere, and that it planned to let the space junk fall to Earth uncontrolled. China has in the past been criticised for allowing rocket remnants to fall back from space without any control. They include China's first space station, called the Tiangong-1, crashing into the Pacific in 2016 after Beijing said control was lost, while another 18-ton rocket fell to Earth in May 2020. Scientists have supercharged one of Earth's most powerful telescopes with new technology they say will reveal how our galaxy formed in unprecedented detail. The William Herschel telescope in La Palma, Spain will be able to survey 1,000 stars per hour until it has catalogued a total of 5 million. A superfast mapping device linked up to the WHT will analyse the makeup of each star and the speed at which it travels. Let's hope the data will show how our Milky Way galaxy was built up over billions of years. Now, research suggests that chimpanzees produce what is called a hunting bark to rally members of their group and coordinate hunts. The study, led by researchers from the Department of Psychology at the University of Warwick and University of Zurich, found the animals use communication to coordinate their cooperative behaviour. They analysed more than 300 chimp hunts recorded over 25 years at the Kanyawara chimpanzee community in Uganda. Scientists found chimps often hunted in dense tropical rainforest where visibility is low, so vocal communication meant more efficient group work. Researchers from the University of West Scotland hope graphene foam sensors will help transform prosthetics and robotic limbs, allowing them to mimic the sensitivity and feedback of the human touch. The project aims to develop sensors which provide enhanced capabilities to robots, helping provide their dexterity and motor skills by using accurate pressure sensors which provide haptic feedback and touch. The devices, which are made from 3D graphene foam, sense feedback when the material is put under pressure and causes a change to its electronic resistance. Let's go to the ads. Stay there for more news from the world of tech and science. Plus, why video game and skating legend Tony Hawk appeared on stage at a very unusual event with a singing mic instead of his skateboard. Why not hit rate and follow in the meantime? Welcome back. Fans of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater game franchise, imagine you having a quiet drink, watching a band, covering your favourite video game soundtracks. Then the man himself appears for a guest spot. Well, that's exactly what happened at an East London bar, and the evidence is on YouTube. The band are called the 900, a name based on a trick that's virtually impossible to pull off, although Hawk himself has of course done this. The 900 specialise in covers of soundtracks from the game, and who should appear on stage for a special guest singing spot but Tony Hawk IRL. Tributes have been paid by Star Trek cast members following the death of groundbreaking actress Nichelle Nichols at 89. Nichols was best known for her role as communications officer, Lieutenant Uhura, in the original Star Trek television series, which aired from 1966 to 1969. Her son Kyle Johnson shared the news on her official Facebook page that Nichols had died in Silver City, New Mexico, and original cast member George Takei said his heart is heavy following the news. NASA also celebrated Nichols' life by reflecting on her later promotional work with the space agency, helping the US recruit some of the first women and people of colour to its astronaut program. You're up to date. Come back at 4 p.m. for the leader from the Evening Standard here in London, and we'll be back on Tuesday at 1 p.m. See you then.